Hello trainers, Ganeto here and welcome to another video, this time on the Season 10. Sudowoodo Noctowl is here, so let's test it out, and we're also gonna test out another new move on Sudowoodo Rock Tomb. We're gonna see how well this team performs because we're having Sudowoodo Noctowl up in front, followed up by the attacker Sudowoodo and the closer kinda generalist Frostlass. So let's see here, we're gonna encounter a Magneton. Magneton against any flyer is just gonna be not a good idea, so let's go ahead and bring our Sudowoodo in the fight. Hopefully they stay in so they take some counter damage, and that's why I like counter against the steel types. It can really go pretty well if Noctowl cannot have a good matchup up in the lead. So now we're just gonna take the Mud Bomb, and I'm pretty sure that I can take it, so it's all good. I will try to go for the Rock Tomb, however we cannot go for that, and because they blocked the Earthquake, we are not able to see how well that Rock Tomb is gonna perform, and now we're gonna come back with the Avalancher. Frostlass is just gonna go in there, take some Mud Bombs, and then charge up a lot of energy. Look at that, 2, 3, and now we can go for the Avalanche. Down goes the shield or the Stunfisk. The shield, so whatever there is at the back might be super weak to our Pokemon. We know that they have Magneton, but they also have one more Pokemon. So let's see, those battles are too early, so do not judge other trainers if they make some serious mistakes like this. Perhaps they do not have the candies to unlock a second move or whatever. We do not judge anyone right here. So let's go now with the Sudowoodo, and here is where Sudowoodo comes really handy against steel types, against other Pokemon that resist, against the Stunfisk, so you can go pretty well with your Sudowoodo and hit hard those Pokemon. And also against Psychic, you can see here that we can one-shot that Xatu over Sudowoodo, so really well done Niantic with that addition. Not a groundbreaking addition to Noctowl's move, but still gonna perform pretty nice. So the next one is gonna be a Confusion user Galarian Slowpoke. So I'm just gonna go with a Sky Attack, and they did an amazing swap out to absorb a move, but it was an Ariados, and I was like, what? Okay, that cannot be a Mega Horn, so we can just take it, and it is a Cross Poison. Oh my, let's see now. We're gonna go for the Sky Attacks. However, they are ready for another one. Wow, Infestation really charges up a lot of energy. Not a Poison Stinger as well. So let's go with the Sky Attack. Down goes the Ariados, and at the back there is a Poliwrath. Awesome for us. And that Poliwrath, what? Did it hit Rock Smash? Okay, we're just gonna go for the Sky Attack, take that last shield down, and now we have the Frostlass to finish off the entire match, because we have some really nice nuke moves for them that will go through unshielded because they have no shields at all. So let's go with the Sudowoodo after we reach the 100 energy. Down goes the Poliwrath, and let's see what they can do with their first Pokemon that they had. Okay, weak connection as always. So here comes the Sudowoodo, but one Sudowoodo must beat because that one is part Psychic, and we can just finish it off with a super effective move. Really well played to my Frostlass, and now let's focus into the next one, and we're having the Trevenant against the Noctowl, and we're gonna watch 10 battles on this video, and all of those will be through ranks through 1 to 4, so let's see how well we can do, because I was having a lot of weird matchups, a lot of weird matches. Some trainers were lagging, some others were going in there with lower CP Pokemon, and yeah, I do not want to showcase those Pokemon teams, so let's focus on those good battles. So let's go now with the Sudowoodo. This is gonna do a nice chunk on the Hypno. Wow, about 70%, really well done with that Sudowoodo on the not stab attack move, so that's all good. So let's go now with our Frostlass, try and farm down, and if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because it really helps so much. And you can see here that they blocked it, they just do not show the block, but the block is out now, so it's all good. So we'll try to farm down, we cannot, but we go down at the same time. It's okay, it's all good. So now they're just gonna bring the Trevenant, and I have the Noctowl ready to go, and we can just farm down the entire HP that they have, because Trevenant against the Noctowl, it is the worst wall that the Trevenant can have. It has nothing to throw, the Noctowl can simply farm down, and you can see here that the Wormadam will come into the fight, so we have our Sky Attack ready to go, but we also have our Sudowoodo which can come into play and just finish off with a simple Rock Tomb. Look at that, charging up the rock tomb, and here it comes, boom, down goes the Hormone Dam, and another victory is ours. So next one, trainers, we are at rank 2 right now, and here comes the Drapion. This one is having Ice Fang. I don't know why it did not switch out right on time, because it's a nice move against the flying type, but they threw an Aqua Tail, and it was like, okay, perhaps we can go for the Sky Attack and then swap out. Yes, here it is. So they blocked, and now we have the upper hand kinda, because we have our Sudowoodo. Let's go with the Rock Tomb. Are they gonna block, trainers? This is gonna be interesting. And they are, okay. It's all good because we can still farm down now with our Frostlass, since now they have their attack fell. So here comes now the Frostlass. I'm just waiting for the switch timer just in case. And here comes the Powder Snows. We can just block here because that can be a flamethrower, nice. And now we can simply focus on the farm down. Look at how little damage now that Charmer does. And okay guys, if you want to have one below 1500, you need to get it from an egg, while your trainer level is gonna be about 30, 25, something like that. I'm not sure up to that point. Anyways, so here comes now a move, and I'm like, I'm gonna block. I have some energy, I have to throw it correctly, and I think that I can go pretty well against the Drapion as well. So here comes the Avalanche, okay, here comes the Drapion, it has Ice Fang, we can resist it, so we can get to the Avalanche pretty nice on time. So down they go, and another victory is ours. So Perlin PG will be our next opponent, and they have a Lantern. This is the match. Look at how good that Lantern is. So they decide to throw in a Scavalier, and I'm like, let's go Rock Tomb. They are most likely gonna block, right? And boom, they did not block, and they can still go for a move. And my mistake here is that I thought they were gonna go for RLAs. They did not have enough energy for Drill Run, but guess what? Of course they did, because it is about the same energy gain that those moves have. So what am I thinking? And at this point I lost it, because now the Lantern will face my Noctowl, and I have no chance at all. But do I have? Because here comes the Avalanche, down goes a nice chunk of the Wigglytuff, and we can simply farm down with the Noctowl. Pretty well done. And now here comes the Lantern. We also have Shadow Ball. Let's see how well that thing goes against the Lantern. Here comes the Shadow Ball. Are they gonna block? Yes, that was a bad move then by my part, but I was hoping they are not gonna block. So here comes now a move, and I'm like, bring it on. We have to rely on our Frostlass, but Frostlass has not a lot of HP left. So I decided to go for the Shadow Ball here. If that goes through, this is gonna be awesome for us, and they are just gonna block that. So we can go for another Shadow Ball after this, but is this gonna be enough, trainers? I do not think it is gonna be, because that thing is super bulky like a pure whale. So let's go with the Shadow Ball, and we cannot, barely cannot. So down we go. Well played to my opponent. Now let's focus on to the next one with Noctowl facing a Clefable Charmer. That's a really good Pokemon for us. Because we can win in any shield scenario that is even, okay? So here comes now the Sky Attack. We can land up to 3 Sky Attacks if we play it correctly. And we can go right here for another one, nice. And if they block, it's fine. If they don't, it's also fine. We're just gonna have the little advantage, so they did not block, awesome. And they have a Stunfisk at the back. So here comes now my Sudowoodo, and now I'm hoping that I can go for an Earthquake and land it. So here comes the Band Bomb, oh boy. I will try to go here for the Rock Tomb bait. If they block this is gonna be awesome for us. So let's go with the Rock Tomb. Okay, they blocked it, awesome. Down goes their attack, and that was a CMP, so that means we can absolutely take the move. Now no reason at all to block here, and we can bring our Frostlass into play and start farming down. They have a Politoed at the back. Let's go with the Shadow Ball, which is neutral, and it's gonna do a lot of damage. And they have Bubble. It was like, oh my freaking goodness, we have to catch a move, and we did, awesome. So down goes that Noctowl that we had, and we have to rely now on our Frostlass. Frostlass is gonna do a lot of damage with Shadow Ball, but Weather Ball and Bubble are really gonna add up. For some reason I let that go. I don't know why, but anyways, so here comes another Weather Ball. Oh freaking boy, I'm overcharging because I know that I have to throw a move against the Starfish as well, so they will survive with a glimpse of HP right here. And they're gonna lose another move. I know that I have to be super careful here. Here comes the Stunfisk. We go immediately for the Avalanche after 2 Powder Snows. Oh my freaking goodness. And this is gonna do a lot of damage to the Stunfisk at the point that it faints. And another Powder Snow will be it for the Politoed. So we're gonna take the victory. Oh my, that was a freaky good matchup for the start of the season. Whew. Next one, and we're facing Victini. Victinis, I hate that Pokemon because it has its signature move and it can charge up really fast and can hit really hard. So I'm just trying to absorb a move here because they're doing a lot of confusions, so it's all good to absorb a move with Sudowoodo, but it did not happen. So here comes a Waterfaller Feraligatr, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is that? So let's go now with our Noctowl. I'm pretty sure we can tank one move, but they have Ice Beam, not a Hydro, so down we go. And now we have to rely on our Frostlass. Can we do it, trainers? We have to go right here for the block, okay? Whatever that was, I don't care if that's an Ice Beam, because we're Glass and they still have 3 Pokemon at the back. 2 Pokemon more at the back, not 3, otherwise they were gonna have 4 anyways. So here comes now the Shadow Ball immediately on the Victini, thank goodness that happened. So here comes now the Toxic Rock, and I'm pretty sure that one Shadow Ball at this amount of HP is just gonna erase the remaining HP, yeah. Just gonna take the victory because Toxic Rock goes down to a single move and it's kinda classy, and Frostlass hits hard, it's all good. So next one we're facing a Diggersby up in the lead. And we have the Sky Attack. That is normally a good matchup for us because we can resist that Earthquake, but if they have Hyper Beam, that happened a lot of times. Okay, it has Fire Punch, thank goodness. We are just gonna be in a tough position if they have Hyper Beam, but they have Fire Punch as you saw. So another one is coming through, we have no problem at all to take those moves, and we have the Sky Attack ready to go. This is gonna be almost fatal for the Diggersby, so they decide to block, and we can reach to another one pretty soon enough. So here comes another Fire Punch. Look at how spammy that thing is. Too thick, by the way. And we're gonna land another Sky Attack to that Diggersby. This time it is not gonna be blocked, so down it goes. And here comes an Alola Ninetales, I thought, but this is a shiny, and Alola Ninetales is banned anyways. So here comes now the Weather Ball. I'm pretty sure that I can take those moves if they are not Solar Beam or anything else. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the moves and land a Rock Tomb. Look at the damage, awesome, down goes that thing. And they have a Lickitung at the back, probably Excel. So we're just gonna take the win. And Primeape is just gonna be our next opponent here with our Noctowl dealing a super effective damage, a lot of super effective damage to the Primeape. I'm pretty sure I can block here, but they have close combat, and thank goodness I pressed that Sky Attack because they would go out of the way here. They were trying to switch out for sure. And now we have a lot of HP on our Noctowl, and we can still reach to a Shadow Ball. They pass through a free confusion, which is fine, so we're just gonna go with a lot of damage with a Shadow Ball, really nice. And things like this is when I really appreciate Shadow Ball on my Noctowl. Against Psychic types, you're really gonna need that Shadow Ball, and it's still gonna do a lot of damage. So here comes now my Shadow Ball to finish off the Hypno. The Avalanche would not be enough at all because that is not a Shadow Hypno. And here comes now my Sudowoodo against the Drapion. So this is normally a good matchup because even if they have Aqua Tail, we can still survive. But they have Crunch, it's all good. So I'm trying to go for the Rock Tomb twice, and it never happened. What is wrong with this game? Let's go now with the Rock Tomb, come on. And now we have to go for the finish off with our Sudowoodo or with our Frostlass. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a bad matchup because look at that. They played it super right, they did not cheat or anything. It's just a game that really sucked at this point. So I'm trying to get the move here. We can take one Crunch because that thing is debuffed, and we're gonna try to go for the Avalanche as soon as we can. And down goes the Drapion, thank goodness, down it goes, and we're gonna take the victory. But what happened there with that Rock Tomb? I really have no clue. So here comes now the Zangoose on the next one, and we are just gonna be in a very nice position because Sky Attack is just gonna do a lot of damage and we can resist the Shadow Claws. However, this thing can carry a close combat, but we can still take one and it's all fine, and it also has access to Night Slash. This is gonna be the final match as well. So let's see how this unfolds for us. Can we close the video with a win? That would be awesome. So here comes now the Shadow Ball on the Lugia. Wow, what a pick, Shadow Lugia. I saw a couple of Shadow Lugias yesterday. I don't know what happened. So here comes now the Frostlass, which can block one move and still go for the finishing blow with an Avalanche. I'm trying to go for the maximum damage of energy, maximum amount of energy, come on Ganeto. And down goes the Lugia. So now we have a shield and an almost loaded Frostlass. I decided to take that move, the Night Slash, because I think that I have to rely on my backline to finish off, and even Sudowoodo can go pretty well against whatever they have, and they have a Noctowl, so let's go with our Rock Tomb to finish it off, and we can even tank a Shadow Ball or a Sky Attack. It is no big at all. So look at the damage, come on, boom, down goes that thing, and we can still farm down now with counters. Pretty awesome for Sudowoodo. A really decent pick, yeah. So that's all, trainers. What do you think? Will you subscribe to my channel if you already haven't? Because I think that videos like this really take some time to make and are really worth it for your subscribe. What do you think? Write down in the comments your moves, your opinions about this video, about this team, about the new additions to the Season 10, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers!